Hello, and good evening to you, my friends. I am your lovely GM, Jason, and this is Third Action. Today we have another wonderful show for you all tonight. I guess I can turn the music down a little bit. Today we still have the same three people that are here every week. Starting with, in the bottom left, we have Charlotte playing Asher Ford, Human Ranger.
It's me yet again.
In the bottom middle, we have Greshy, Ironroot, Dwarven Druid, and his little dog Phelan 2, played by Will.
Woof, woof.
And in the bottom right, that Phelan plush is adorable. In the bottom right, we have Gunn, Shough, Human Champion of Erastil, played by Adam.
Hey, everybody.
And hope you're all having a Corona safe or Corona light evening. Yeah, let's get started, I guess.
Woo.
All right, rub my hands. So, last time on Third Action, our group of intrepid adventurers continued their. You managed to rescue a group of Black Arrows, the local kind of Night's Watchy militia types that are stationed at Fort Rannoch to look over the valley and prevent ogres and their ilk from spilling out into the surrounding areas. They seem to have all gone missing, or at least there's been some trouble reported at Fort Rannoch, so you all were sent to look into it and see if it has any ties to your own quest to search for this mysterious... which one did you took out Zanisha, you're looking for Lucretia. Boy, I love these very similar names. You're looking for a mysterious Lucretia who seems to have recently murdered a whole bunch of folks by blowing up her gambling ship, the Paradise, in the middle of the bay. Oh, sorry, of the lake, Clay Bottom Lake. So you, on your way to the fort, you got kind of sidetracked by a fire-pelt cougar that you found in the forest, who seemed to have been caught in some kind of trap by an ogrekin. You saved it from the ogrekin and then followed it to the Growl Farm, where you found a number of ogrekin that had seemed to have been killing and torturing local hunters, as well as had come into the possession of some members of the Black Arrows as well. You rescued a few of them. The last three living arrows, a Jakardros Sovark, a Caven Windstrike, and a Vale Temeros. I hope I remembered all those names correctly. Each of them were quite heavily injured and have offered to stay behind in the barn while you continue to check out the farmhouse next door, where you suspect there are more ogrekin. In searching that house, you found a number of traps, made your way down into the basement, seeking out more members of the family. You took out one and his pair of donkey rats, as well as you discovered at least signs of a tendriculus hidden in the basement. Yeah. Weird, planty monster thing.
About that.
You found some moss that seems to relate to it.
Others.
Yes, some people found more traps than others. And who actually got hit? Nobody got hit by the first trap. But then Gunn, in an effort to disable a trap all on his own, managed to still trigger it and hit himself. In the process,
I forgot what that one was for.
In the process, accidentally opening a door and revealing a slightly smaller but still quite full-grown looking ogrekin, dressed up in a big old diaper, and both of them seem to be quite surprised. So let's go ahead and switch this over to the map view. I guess if you are new to the show, or if you were here or you missed last week, we added some new what are they called? Channel rewards. If you want to spend your channel points, you can give our heroes, or me, the GM, some free fate points. That's the numbers in the corners of our little pictures there. Fate points give us basically a bonus that we can spend. Oh no, bonuses are already happening. These bonuses can be spent all at once to boost any D20 roll. But when used, it uses up all the points in the pool. So Charlotte has just given me a bad omen, and we've got a fool's luck for Asher.
Oh yeah, I've won.
And another fool's luck for Asher.
Yay!
So people are juicing this up before the session starts. We've increased the prices from last week, so hopefully it's a little less than last time. But all things considered, I'll try and track those as I go. I might miss some, and that's okay. So
automate it, Jason?
No, I haven't. I didn't have time to automate it this week or figure out how. So I'm still manually doing them. If I miss them, too bad. All right. So let's go ahead and switch to some battle music because you've just opened a door. This door right here, in the northeast corner of this dining room that you were exploring. As you managed to trigger a trap and prick your hand on an ogre pick that flung down from the ceiling. The door swung open and a small ogrekin has wandered up, very confused like. So yeah, let me clear out the initiative tracker real quick. I forgot to do that. Let's reset it to round 1 and give me initiatives. You can give me perception for initiative, please. Everyone.
Right.
So I'll go and put the initiative tracker here.
It's a 25 for Greshy.
Oh, an 18.
25 for Greshy. 18 for Asher.
Slow.
21.
21 for Gunn. And let's see how they get. That is that. And good, I still have all my stuff in the right spot. Neat. That is... Where's their bonus? Perception. Please tell me that one. Okay, yes. Oh, that's actually really high. Let's add them to the list. They got a 24. Okay, so we had got, first up is Greshy with a 25, the Ogrekins at 24, Gunn at a 21, and Asher at 18. So the door kind of creaks open, and the Ogrekin behind it seems very confused. Mammy? Did Mammy send us more food? Greshy, you're up. You're very quiet right now. You may be muted.
I am very quiet right now. I'm nope, and over here. How much of the doorway is this child taken up?
I mean, he's pretty full in the doorway. He's not smaller than you. He's about as big as you. He's just smaller than the other Ogrekin that you've seen.
All right.
By like a foot.
I guess I'm more wondering if I can throw a tiny puppy past him.
Good luck. That'll have some minuses.
Maybe
That's one way to put it. Might have some difficulty.
better off trying flaming spear. Today.
I see Adam has
Oh, I'm glad you
his
brought
flaming
yours.
spear.
I didn't prepare mine.
Oh, well.
I'm sorry. Wasn't quite expecting to be trying to burn anything down. That said, sure, why not? We're going to make him afraid. We're going to cast our fear at first level on him because I don't like him being right there. He's kind of in the way.
Okay, you're gonna try and spook him with a bit of fear. So he needs to do a will save. DC 24, it looks like.
Correct.
There's the will modifier. All right. That is a failure. That is a critical failure. He only got an 11.
Then he
I'll
is
roll.
frightened 3 and fleeing for a round.
Okay. So you... sorry, let me... Where's that? There it is. Alright, he is a feared 3, which reduces basically all his checks and DCs and everything by 3. I'll use a little skull. And he's fleeing, so he's got to run.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that how many actions do you have to use running all of them?
For the next round, yes.
Yes.
So, downside is it means we do have to chase him, but depends on how far he can get to. And so then I'll put Phelan on the ground as my final action. Place him on the ground. but he will remain tiny for the moment.
Okay, you let your small dog hop off of your hand and down onto the floor beside you. I guess pick a square.
That one's fine. North.
This one. Okay. All right. So you've instilled some unknowable horror in this poor Ogrekin's eyes. His eyes just wide and massive discs. And it is their turn. Scary! And he's going to, let's see. That's kind of funny, actually. He's going to run straight away from you, out of view, to the north. Oops. You hear a crash of glass. And a little bit of pain, a kind of a yelp in terror as he runs as far as he can get. So it's 2 actions to get there, and then what's the speed?
These walls were stone. It was said.
Doesn't sound like stone.
That was
We
the
have the window.
The basement
Oh.
is made of stone. There are windows in this house,
He ran
and
through the basement.
but the upper floor is all wood.
basement window.
You're not in the basement anymore.
You went back upstairs.
You went back upstairs.
Right. I just don't know if I've ever seen a basement window.
Oh no, the basement does not have windows. You could have a basement with windows
Oh,
if
that's
you were
true.
like on a
I guess,
slope or
but I guess
something,
it
right?
couldn't fit out a tiny.
It could be looking out over like an underground cavern or something. I suppose you could put windows for that reason. Anyway, this room had
Okay.
roofs.
Yes, so you heard a crash of glass and footsteps running outside into the rain. You hear another voice, huh? Hey, what's up? And you watch as a really stumpy-legged Ogrekin comes waddling out, smeared all over in shit. He's got a rough pick in hand, also covered in shit and like bits of blood and gore. Who are you? And he's gonna try and get in an attack on Gunn, I guess, since that's who's here. And he swings the pick. That is a 26 to hit Gunn.
26 is not a hit.
26 is not a hit. Okay, so Gunn manages to back up a step into the chair that he is next to and avoid the blow. Gunn, is your turn.
I think that chair might have been destroyed.
Oh, true. That chair is on the ground now. So you just
It's
back up a bit.
But I have to draw my my sword. I had to
Correct.
set it
Yes.
down. So, or that way.
Yeah, presumably
Yeah,
you sheathed
for
it last time. Okay.
And
So you draw your sword, swing goes the blade.
well, I don't know. I think maybe I should attack. You know. Can I hit him through the door here, or do I need to take a step?
You can hit him through that space, yeah.
'Cause it's diagonal, but there's a wall.
Correct. He's kind of like standing in the doorway.
I guess he
proper.
attacked.
He attacked you.
So
Yeah.
I can attack him.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do that. I will. I'll try to poke at him.
29. That is a critical hit,
Kind of
my
hit.
friend.
Critical hit.
Yes, that was a critical hit.
Ooh.
All right.
Then I'm gonna roll and do 36 points of damage. And
36.
also I'm gonna make his save versus deafening, and I'm gonna and I think what's the sword's critical hit bonus?
I can look it up real quick. I don't remember off the top
Yeah,
of my head.
you will have to remember that because I definitely don't.
And there's a lot of them, but I'll find
I
it real
think
quick.
it is something about falling down.
I think it knocks people prone.
Is that a start, you said?
Yeah.
They are flat-footed until the start of their next turn. Of your next turn, excuse me.
Okay. All right, you've knocked him flat-footed. So you've like
Good.
knocked him back. He's staggered. So that was 2 actions.
And is he gonna save against deafness?
Oh, it's saved against deafness. That's a fortitude save, I assume. That is actually a pretty good save.
Yeah, it is. I think it's like 24.
Is your class DC? I think that'd be correct.
Yeah, it should be your class DC.
Oh, I think it's fixed DC because it's the rune.
Oh, right.
He got a 28, which I assume is good enough for.
He's good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably good.
Oh, I'm gonna hit him again,
Okay.
and I roll for it. But there we go. A 21.
A 21. This will hit, but not crit.
Okay. So I'll follow up and get him again for. Where's the? Oh, it's on the. I'm on the wrong tab. That's fine. 15 points.
15 points. That is enough to kill. So you.
Pretty good flurry of blows.
Yeah, you do one quick strike right into his neck, like pushing it right through. The blade lets out this echoing thunder that shakes the house a bit, and then you pull out, swing again. This time, chopping off one of his arms, and he falls backwards, dead and bleeding out.
Cool. As a free flavor action, I'll put my back against this wall and gesture to the other two. Let's go after the first one.
After
All right.
me twice.
Asher.
Here, I'm just gonna move. 1, 5. Oh, I can go 30 now.
Oh, yeah, you're
Ah.
fast.
Oh, you're faster.
I see a window.
Thanks. for
Yes.
bringing that up.
So, sorry. Here's the. I need to remove all the little window blockers I put up. It looks like this northern window. Oh, fuck, I'm wrong. This one to the north is the one that has been shattered, and the Overkin has run through it outside somewhere.
I'm gonna look out the window. I think I should remember how many steps I need. Can I see anything outside the window?
You can kind of peek outside,
Ooh.
and you can just see the Ogrekin out to the right.
It's not a drop, is it? It's the ground floor.
No, it's not a drop. It's the ground floor, but it would be an action to get through the window. I would say it's like a proper jump to get out, or climb over, or whatever. Like you just use one action to separate from your prior move action to move through it.
Okay. So because I had to use +10 from another move action to get to the window.
Yeah.
So then would that count as action 2 and then action 3 is stepping out of the window?
Yes, correct.
I step out of the window.
Okay. All right. You kind of leap and roll into the grass, picking up bits of dirt and mud as you do so. Oops. All right, and you can see the Ogrekin. It's running away, but then stopped and turned back to look, see if it was followed. And there you are. The fear on its face is bright and obvious. Top of the round, Greshy, it's your turn.
All right, I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up to him, but we're going to have Phelan start running in the direction that Asher went. So Phelan's going to take his actions 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And since I can't see him from there, he's going to continue moving a total 80 feet in the direction he believes Asher would have went.
Okay.
So you can take care of the rest of that since I can't really see what's going on.
Oh, sure. Sorry, he has 20 more feet, you said?
He's at 30 right now, so he's got another
30.
50 feet total.
But he's only got one. This is his second action.
Yes, this will be part of his. It'll be
so
his
he
second
can
action. So
he can get up to the window frame, but can't jump through
that's
it
fine.
this turn.
He can stay
All
right
right.
there then. And Greshy will start falling 5, 10,
I want to
15,
pick him up and throw him.
20. So slow.
Greshy is like
5,
catching his breath.
10. All right. Where to go, Asher? 15. Can't see him.
You can see Asher out the window, or you could see Asher out the window, I guess. But
I can't see the ogre though, so
yeah.
I'll whisper to Phelan.
All right. I guess it's the ogre's turn then. Okay. I don't know who you guys are, but I'm not gonna let you hurt Mammy. And he's gonna charge back towards Asher.
Oh, there he is.
I spent all this time getting out the window for this.
And he doesn't have an ogre hook on him, so he's just gonna have to go for a punch.
Slap. Oh.
So he's gonna try and swing at you. Its first action, it's a natural 1, is not gonna hit.
Ooh.
Critical miss. Second attack, natural 20 for a critical hit.
Why not?
Total on the natural 20.
I felt too
true.
confident after that first hit.
Total on the natural 20. What is Asher's AC?
What is my AC? Let's find out.
25-ish?
25, actually.
Okay,
Yay.
yes, that will be a critical hit.
Damn.
I'm going in.
What damage do I? Sure, why not? That is an 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Sorry, 8 times 2, so 16. 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that's damage.
Minus 2. Haha. What did I just say?
14.
I said 16, 14. Yes, 14 points of bludgeoning damage
Wait, now I have to do
due to
math.
the fair.
So it was 8, then it was 16,
Okay,
now it's
that's
13.
Sorry, I forgot about the fear on that. Alright, and his fear goes down to 1. Alright,
Slightly slapped.
Gun.
Okay,
Everyone is rushed out of the house.
I'm gonna follow them.
He's out there with Asher.
5. One action.
Yeah, you see Greshy
to the
pointing
window.
to the northern window.
So I gotta climb through 2 actions. Then I gotta move again because I can't stop in
Right.
Asher Square. Well, I think I'll just move.
You can break through your own window.
Right, you try and slip around the ogre. Okay. Yeah, you slip around, get behind him, providing that sweet flanking to Asher, whose turn it now is.
Oh, it's me. Well, I'm gonna hunt prey first,
Okay.
as I always do.
So you
And
watch his movements carefully, looking for an opening.
What opening between the slaps? And I'm gonna take my razor and
All right.
attack.
All right. So you
close
quick
quarters.
draw the razor and strike.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap now. 24.
24 does slap. Go ahead and roll damage.
A nice 15 for my slap.
Nice. 15 points of damage for the slap. Does hunt prey? Does the extra +2 from hunted prey work here, or is that just
Nope,
ranged
it's only
weapons?
crossbow ace.
Only crossbow. Got it. Oh, right, crossbow ace. That's what it is. Okay. All right, first hit hits. So you quick draw the razor, slash it across his back as he's turned around to try and watch Gunn. Third action.
Yep, and I'm gonna do it again
All right.
for 31.
Ooh.
That is absolutely a critical.
Give me those
Double
hit
damage.
points back.
What damage?
Let's see.
Okay, you can feel the skin saw razor thirsting for blood as you strike hard.
Okay, let me do this once and like I have to read every single time this happens. Critical hit deals with okay, it's extra 1d8, isn't it? I'll just roll that to a whole 3. Alright, and I'll do
So that's 6 plus 9.
extra damage on a critical hit. Yeah, okay, sweet. Alright, so 14, 17, 21, 27 points of damage.
All right, 27 points of slashing damage as the blade drives you to hunger, and you feel rejuvenated by the strike as the blood seeps into the razor. You feel energy coursing up your arm, and you get that temporary HP. Top of the round,
Healthier than before.
Greshy.
All right. It's hard to me that just says there's no reason to make Phelan go out there. But yeah, why not? He can squeeze, right? Is it an action to squeeze through a space like that?
Sorry to. Well, it would be an action to get out of the window.
I.e., well, since if I make Phelan big. Because right now, I
Oh,
don't
I
think he's
see.
actually tall enough to jump himself.
Do that
Not
with
really,
the
no.
broken window.
Alright.
Yeah, if he tried to squeeze through the broken window, he would take some damage, but he could do it with an action.
Okay. No, I'll just leave him in here for now.
Okay.
And we will... we're just going to zap Mr. Big Ogre Man.
All right.
Zap an electric arc. He needs to dodge.
Electric arc. He does not dodge. He critically fails.
36 points of electric damage.
Lightning bolt arcs out the window, striking him hard. The rain, his now damp clothes, fried. You briefly see a glimpse of his skeleton through the black char that is now his body, as he collapses in the ground, dead in the mud.
I appreciate that Looney Tunes reference right there.
No, it was more of a Smash Brothers reference, but it's fine. All right. That was combat.
All right. Could have gone worse.
Even one-sided or a two-sided
failing.
combat that definitely wasn't one-sided at all.
Ooh.
So
Oh.
Asher and Gunn are currently out in the mud and rain with this now dead ogre outside. Greshy is inside this room, which I can now maybe properly describe to you, since I didn't really get a chance to do that.
Mhm.
The room itself is, let's see, make sure I'm looking at the right thing. Here we go. Yeah, this room is kind of strewn about with toys, in air quotes. Some of which are made of carved wood and bone. Others appear to be a little more than partial animal carcasses strewn about. Old bloodstains mark the walls, some of which resemble crude, childlike paintings and feature images of dismembered horses, ridiculously grinning horned devil children tossing things off a cliff, and a big lake with a black reptilian monster sprouting tentacles from its back. Bookshelves rest against I guess that'd be the western wall. But instead of filled with actual books, all it holds are various skulls of different shapes and sizes.
And then we just killed some babies.
They didn't look like babies to you. I mean, one of them had a diaper on, and one of them, and they were both kind of like a bit shorter than the others, but they're still like only maybe a foot smaller than Asher.
I kind of feel a little bad, but not really. Those things are unnatural.
Baby monsters. Still monsters.
Baby monsters.
All right, what do you guys do?
Doesn't
No.
feel great. I'm gonna peek in the window like, should I bother coming back? No, I'm gonna go around.
You sure? Okay.
Okay, Gunn goes to take the long way around.
And
I'm actually.
I'm gonna glance over to the barn while I walk over to the door and see if anything's changing over there. If they're still.
Okay, you glance over to the barn, Gunn, and you can see Shalelu.
Oh man,
Sorry,
I
what?
briefly thought those were the corpses of our dudes on the scroll to the right. I was like,
Oh, over there. Nope. They're all
We
dead.
left them and they died.
You left them for 5 seconds and they all died.
Damn it.
No, you. Oops, okay, whatever. Yeah, you look over and you briefly catch a glimpse of Shalelu. She seems to be arguing with someone, but you can't see who exactly. But doesn't seem like there's any problem over there. As you work your way back around. In the meantime, it seems like Asher wanted to do something.
I want to go look in this window, which I guess I have to like smudge around.
Yeah. So you make your way over to a nearby window, seemingly to a different room, and you kind of smear the glass a bit to wipe off the dust and grime from the outside. And you reveal a small room with a single door. And let me make sure I've got the right room again.
Okay.
I forgot to put the numbers on these in there. All right. Yeah, you see what looks like a pretty filthy bedroom with little more than just like a lumpy mattress that's been heaped with twigs, mud, and probably poop. There's dozens of humanoid fetishes crafted out of bits of leather, or leather, straw, and corn husks, basically, that hang from cords all about the room. So right here is this straw bed, basically, and then around the sides of the room are all these humanoid fetishes. And then there's a simple wooden door at the other end.
What a terrifying room. Alright. Well, I'm gonna climb back in the window.
All right.
Okay, you make your way back and climb into the window as
Oh,
Gunn
shit.
is similarly making his way back around.
I was gonna try and fix you both up a bit. Looks like you could use a bit of bandaging. Take a quick breather.
Semi-okay. I don't know how bad Gunn is.
How long
actually.
do you want?
Oh, about 10 minutes. If you don't mind.
Sure, we can do that.
Well, you got hit pretty hard by that fallen axe thing, so
Mm, not compared to the everything else.
oh, other things might have been worse, but it took a bit of a beating. Let me see what I can do. And I'm going to try for the 25 medicine check.
Okay.
It's a 36, so that is a critical success. So I think that's
Well, hold on a sec. Before you
no?
do, before you do, you don't actually have the full 10 minutes to do it.
Oh.
As
oh damn.
whoops.
I figured something might happen.
Yeah, you guys made a lot of noise there, so. As you're trying to treat their wounds, you hear the sound of something shuffling. A door opens. Somewhere to the south.
Gather up my sword and shield again. I was probably going to start meditating, but
Suppose not.
then I'll just.
And you hear a low moaning sound. As it's
around this corner.
Could be
trudging into the
anyone.
room.
More zombies.
Gunn is very carefully trying to peek around this corner. You can hear the sound getting closer.
Aldern, is that you?
Aldern, geez.
No, as you step forward, you can see this very pale, lifeless-looking. Well, not I suppose not too lifeless. Very pale ogrekin with one stump arm and a missing eye. The other eye is just kind of slightly sagging out of its skull.
Wait, so one is missing and the one that's not missing is sagging out?
Yeah, it's a little bit popped out and just like slightly hanging down.
Pleasant.
So as you see it there, roll initiative. Perception, please.
All right. Perception.
Oh, it worked. 26.
23 for Greshy.
24. We're done.
Oops, I did not realize there was a. Okay. And this guy. Oops. Is gonna go at 17, it looks like. So you're all much faster than it. So Asher is at 26, Gunn's 24, Greshy's 23, and this Ogrekin is at a 17. So top of the round, Asher. Oh yeah, sure.
Alright, I think I got it. I'm gonna move. Like, what's up?
What's up with you? How you doing?
Aha! I see what's up. Alright, so I'm gonna move. Oh, I'm gonna put away my razor after I move.
Okay.
Far away. And I'm gonna quick draw and shoot with my crossbow. I'm not dealing with this.
All right, you move into position behind Gunn. Put away your razor. Quick draw your crossbow.
Find my crossbow. There it is. All right, let's see what happens with a 22.
22 is a critical hit. Roll damage.
Oh my god. What?
A 22 is a
Okay.
critical?
Yeah.
Goodness. All right.
It's not even real. Alright. Oh, nope, ignore those. Okay.
I haven't seen them yet, so. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, I see. More hits.
Yeah, ignore.
More extra rolls.
Alright, let's see. 16, 19, 26.
+2? Or you didn't hunt target, did you?
No, I didn't hunt target or
No.
reload, so.
Nope, didn't hunt target, but the crossbow bolt goes right into its head. It collapses over and dies. Or expires.
Huh.
It just
It was
falls
safe for me
back
to
on the ground with a heavy thud as dried blood starts to leak out of its cranium into the floorboards.
There's no chance this is one that we already killed earlier, is there? Does it look like it has any other wounds on it?
You could go give it a perception check or a medicine check.
I am
Medicine
going
would
to
be
give
more
it a-
appropriate.
Perception? No.
I would allow either.
I'll do perception. I'm specifically wondering if this is one of the ones that I killed earlier. I have a 23
Sure.
perception.
You accidentally rolled initiative. That's fine.
Oh. Well, okay, it's the same.
Sure, I think it's the same roll. Yeah, you look it over. No, this one doesn't seem to have any other wounds other than this obvious stump arm and the shot to the head. He's in fact stark naked as well.
All
It's
right.
not reassuring in the least.
Most of the ones you've
Someone
seen
has
so
to
far
know.
have been wearing clothing.
Mhm.
But no, the features are definitely different. It's got like one big unibrow. You don't remember the others
way
having a
he was
unibrow.
acting seemed kind of zombified, so
You could do a religion check.
okay. Religion could maybe tell me if he might have been undead. We got a 20 on that.
It's not bad.
Yeah, you kneel down and look at his pale skin tone and try to interpret the magical energies there. Yeah, he seems to have been preserved in with some sort of necromantic magic. So yes, it's almost certainly a zombie.
Zombie Ogrekins. Someone here is also a necromancer, as if things weren't enough going on.
You all-
Necromancy and strange moss creatures. Or fungus.
You all hear a voice, a loud voice, bellow through the house. Kunkel! Did you find anything? Get back here, you son of a bitch!
Oh no, Gunkel.
You killed Kunkel. How dare you?
Okay, I'm
What's a
gonna.
Kunkel?
It seems to have come from the west side of the house.
I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna stomp really loud as I do.
Stop. Okay.
I keep carrying Phelan here.
Got a couple more doors. Surprise. And the stairs.
We have.
Yeah,
These
so
are
as
the
you,
stairs going up.
yes, you found. So as you make your way through this hallway, there's a door. There was a door to your immediate right, as well as a stairway leading up, just past that. Straight to the south, there is another door to the south, and a longer hallway further west, leading to another door.
Well, the north door is probably the room that Asher looked at.
Yes, I would
Aye.
imagine
That
so.
end.
Are any of these doors
Weird
open?
room.
Because this one was, but these 2, 3, I don't see.
No, the other doors do not appear to be open at the moment.
Well, he probably came from upstairs then.
Did that shouty voice sound? Sorry.
Can I do a
it came from
perception check
upstairs?
to try and recognize where the origin was?
You can listen.
Yeah, perception check to listen, survival check if you're gonna try and track where it came from.
I will try
Better.
perception because I don't think my tracking's particularly good.
Oh, my tracking is
Well, it's survival, but
34.
oh, it's an 18 on my perception.
Let's see. You all basically passed. It seemed. So, who did perception? Asher and Greshy. You both definitely heard it. It seems like it was on this floor, somewhere to the west. Asher, you're pretty sure it was from this direction. Gunn, you see the kind of dried blood footprints leading basically from this direction.
All right, well, I'm gonna stomp my way over to the door.
Okay.
I've reloaded my crossbow by now.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, you can reload.
All right, just gonna get in here.
And as you guys approach this door, you can hear faint squeaking sounds, as well as how to describe it, like slopping, like.
I don't trust this after what happened in the goblin area.
It's just some weird orgy going on. What you gonna do about it?
Armor and weapons, or sorry, shields and weapons up, and
Break in
Bang!
the door.
hit the door.
I have
You
Phelan
hear
cocked and ready.
another shout.
Cover
Okay.
Phelan's eyes. He's a baby.
Don't look. I'm gonna throw you though. Just land.
Yeah, as you guys are prepping to open the door, you hear another shout. Bank, go see what Kunkle's up to. Mammy doesn't want any trouble today.
Maybe we can, if we move quick, maybe we can get them one at a time.
If they're all like that last one was, I'm not worried about it.
This is Mammy. Let's back up.
All right. Where are we backing up to?
I have a crossbow, so I can go this far.
So
Wait,
you
are
guys
we gonna
back
open?
up into the hall?
Oh, I see what's gonna happen. Okay.
I assumed we were going around the corner.
Yeah, I was.
Oh.
I think the idea is we're going to try and lure it out and then murder it when it comes back over here.
Back to about here.
Sure.
All right, you guys back all the way over to the kitchen, as you hear a door eventually squeak open. Let's see.
Can we do like prepared actions?
Yeah, you can use 2 actions to ready an action. It'll use up your reaction. Actually, I'll just give you a surprise round if it gets close. What's easier? So yeah, you hear a door squeak open and then squeak shut, and then you hear heavy footsteps. One heavy footstep and one kind of dragged footstep, like clunk, shh, clunk, shh, as it scrapes along the floor very, very slowly. It feels like hours have passed as you wait for this creature to reveal itself, and it does so. As it rounds the corner, kind of dim-wittedly looking at the 3 of you, you can go ahead and roll initiative, and you'll get a surprise round here.
34 for Greshy.
26 for Asher.
I don't even know if I should bother. That's a 6 for the poor creature.
All right.
Okay, Greshy, you're up first with 34.
I'm gonna zap him. He's gonna get a bit of lightning there. That'll be that button. All right. DC 24 or 14 electric damage.
Okay, it needs to do a reflex save. Let's see, that is not good. That is an 8. That is a
Okay.
critical failure.
So 28 electric damage then.
Okay, you zap it the moment it steps through the door frame, and it explodes into bits of blood and viscera.
That
Combat
was
over.
easy.
More zombies. Joy.
Well,
Many
Yeah,
more could there
this
possibly be?
yes, this looks quite similar to the other ogrekin you just slayed.
Alright, well,
it has
if
very pale skin or had very pale skin. It's now very charred.
hopefully there's not like another 6 of those where that one came from. Next she'll say, "Oh, Uncle, go see what Conkle is up to."
well, let's just take care of it now then.
Yeah, as you approach the door again, you hear resumed slurping sounds from beyond the door frame, and some more squeaking.
We'll do the same, like ready everything and then kick it in.
Okay, you all ready yourselves and then kick the door in. I guess I'll just go ahead and roll the battle song again. You kick the door open, revealing a large kind of master bedroom with a very strong cloying stink. There's buckets of filth stacked against all of the walls, fat ravenous flies flying lazily around their rims. There's a massive bed in the southwest corner, atop which sits a massive, obese ogrekin woman, dressed loosely in thin, tattered, moldy blankets. She seems to have like thick scars all over her blubbery body, and is currently eating the ass of a zombified ogrekin.
Nice.
And we can show you all her beautiful frame.
Oh boy. All right.
There you go.
Lovely.
And
Yeah.
with that, let's go ahead and re-roll some initiative.
All right. Oh,
Lost all those beautiful rolls.
So let's add these guys back in. Just so people know, we can't go over 9 points. I will add those in after. I think I've got 3 Greshy points stacked in. So, Greshy,
Oh,
use
thank
those. All right, that was a 15 for the zombified ogrekin that's still in the room. And, oops. That is a 28 for Mammy. But I'm going to count this a surprise round so she doesn't actually notice. Sorry, who's missing here? In the leadership tracker, Gunn.
Yeah, I got this.
he vanished someplace. Into
Actually,
the-
no, this isn't a
Still here,
surprise
I
round.
just didn't block my...
I think the perception probably counts, so she does notice and stops slurping just as the door gets kicked in. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. So we've got Mammy with a 28, Greshy with a 23, Asher with 21, Gunn at 19, and the last Ogrekin with a 15. Okay. It's Mammy's turn. What are y'all doing here? She's gonna throw this ogrekin aside. Actually, yeah, she's gonna throw the ogrekin aside off the bed. And do something about it, my sweet boy. That's true. And she kind of sneezes a big old glob of snot. And she's gonna kind of like shake her body a bit, casting a spell on herself. And you watch as her blubber kind of seems to thicken and harden a bit. Cool. That is her turn. Greshy.
I have no idea what the fuck to do with that information, but all right. I'm going to toss Phelan past Gunn into the room. So Phelan goes, whee! And lands there. And as I do so, I will then dismiss the spell.
Okay.
So we're going to wait for him to actually be in the room this
launch
time.
Phelan in, and he grows to massive proportions. Shough.
And Phelan's going to take a chomp at the nearest little one, since he's right there and all.
Okay.
And that will be this button right here. There we are. It's a 29 to hit.
That's a critical.
All right. 19 plus 23 would be, what, 44? 42.
Phelan reaches down with his big old maw, engulfs the zombie in one chomp, just crunches him to death, and then tosses him aside.
Death again.
More death. And then Phelan with his other second action will move south to here to kind of get up in this mommy's face. And with Greshy's last action, he will also move into the room. 10, 15, 20. And he'll be over here.
Okay. Asher, you're up.
That's 5, 6. Can I be in a spot with a dead thing? Or
So the dead thing is currently he's been thrown on top of a table.
never mind. It's a table. I have bad luck with the table.
Oh, come on.
You
it's
can
only
always
happened once.
jump onto a table if you wish.
There we go.
There's nothing wrong with being dashing and acrobatic.
Okay, so Asher makes his way around the north side of the room, next to some buckets of shit.
Move. I will hunt prey her. Since she's the only one here, it looks like, unless there's.
You don't
a
see
small
anyone
room,
else.
right? Yeah.
Did you do a running reload? Or did you already reload?
Oh, I reloaded before we got in the room.
Okay.
Yes, she had already reloaded.
And all right, I'm going to
Right,
do that
yeah, it
for
already
prey,
reloaded.
and then I'm going to shoot at her,
Okay.
which always has mixed results.
You try and figure out which of her weak, blubbery bits is the easiest to target. 34. That will hit. Sorry, 1 second. Let me confirm it. I think that's a crit.
Ooh.
But I forgot. No, that is not a crit. It is just a hit.
Good to know.
Enough for me. All right, so I think I hit it. There we go. So this does have the +2. So this is 15. No, what?
14 points of piercing damage as it strikes her blubbery hide. That actually does a bit of extra damage as it's able to like pierce her fat.
Ooh,
So that was how much?
14.
14, okay. So 14 and an additional bonus for the weakness. All right.
Finally, something that's weak to my little arrows, my little bolts.
Gunn, you're up.
I will step in the room, step up here, and I will go for a stab at Manny as she's there. Let's go all the way to this way. I'll stab her with my longsword.
Okay, you move in and try and stab her with your longsword. Give it a go.
Also 34.
And you and me.
All right, 34 will hit.
34, buddies.
Slashing or piercing?
Piercing.
Piercing. All right, so you give her a stab. Go and roll damage.
For 16 piercing damage and 6 sonic.
Okay. Just some quick math. That'd be that much, and a little bit extra. Okay, so you stab into her blubbery stomach. The blade comes out with thick, goopy red blood, and her whole body kind of shudders as when the sonic hits. That was 2 actions.
Shockwave.
Yeah.
Shockwave rippled through.
Yeah, you can see the shockwave like ripple through her body. Yeah.
Yep. Third action, I'm going to slash again. I think I'm gonna redeem that +9 on this second hit.
Okay, go for it. So you say a little prayer to Erastil.
We have the 27 + 9 for 36.
36. That is not enough to critical her.
But
So
still hit.
hits. Yeah, still hits.
We'll do 19 points this time.
Okay, 19 points of damage. Then we got another Fool's Luck and an Erastil's Favor. Okay. Sorry, and that's that much. That's that. All right. So you land another meaty hit, and it is her turn. Y'all just come on in here and kill my children like that? I don't know who you are. You some of them Black Arrow folk? Thought you got enough already. Well, you ain't got enough of Mammy yet then. And she's going to jiggle her fat some more. And she reaches out and grabs, let's see.
Definitely gotten enough of Mammy.
Yeah, she reaches out her hand, her like big old fat hand, towards Gunn's face. I need you to give me a fortitude save, please.
Okay.
This is not a social distancing session. I
No.
see.
No, she is not social distancing.
Fortitude
34. Okay, that is.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a critical success.
So nothing happens. Hopefully.
Yeah, I think nothing like confirmed. Yeah, you managed to fully resist the attack. She snarls and you dare resist me, boy! And she's just gonna backhand you, back of her hand.
Slap.
Whoops! I'm just rolling my dice across my keyboard. And how do I miss? I keep missing the very obvious dice tray here. Again, I missed it.
You
Into
gotta
the
put
dice tray.
targets in the middle of it.
There we go. Finally, natural 20. Critical slap.
These critical slaps.
Did the previous spell charge MAP at all? Or would that make a difference?
Yes, it did affect MAP, but what's Gunn's AC?
Okay.
Sorry, what? I missed the
28?
first part. 28. Yes, that will still hit. Or that's still a critical.
All right. I keep asking because one of these days it's gonna affect it.
Yes, one of these days it will affect it, but probably not on a higher level enemy. Sorry, so that's that. That is 24 points of bludgeoning damage to Gunn as she backhands you for resisting her goddamn spell. Greshy, you're up. Yeah.
All right. Well, this is. I have too much I want to do this turn. I'm gonna start with just healing Gunn. Want to make sure that he doesn't take too much more damage. So you should heal to 48 hit points,
Right. Wow.
and we'll give our last action to Phelan, so he can start going munch, munch, crunch, crunch, because he's hungry. Except that's only a 19 to hit. Imagine that.
All right. Yeah, Phelan tries to bite into her flesh, but just gets a bunch of fat.
Well, he's gonna try it again. That is a natural 20 for a total of 30.
That will hit, and that is a critical. So
There we
roll double damage.
I got 22, so the total of 35 piercing
Okay,
damage.
plus some weakness. All right, Phelan takes a good chunk out of her. And the flesh just kind of comes off with it, revealing flesh's freshest layer. Is that the end of your turn?
Oh, that's the end of my turn.
All right, Asher, you're up.
Yay. I don't do much here. Let's see, I'm gonna reload. I have to do that.
All right, reload.
Swap that number in real quick. And I guess Gunn is there. I'm gonna actually give Hunt Prey to Gunn. So let me so we all remember. It's just an extra 8 damage, but I'll swap everything.
All right, so you look out for a good weak spot, and you're like, right there, Gun, right there.
Why?
Well, sorry, I was about to do. I don't know. I don't know
Asher
why.
sounds like Mammy, and I'm very concerned about this.
I'm thinking Mammy's. I'm trying to think of Mammy's voice in my head, and started to talk as Asher. You point out a big gaping spot right where Phelan is just bitten in.
There it is, Gunn. All right, and I'm gonna shoot.
All right,
See what happens.
take a shot.
A 33.
33 will hit.
Alright. Damage. 16, 17, 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage plus weakness. From the Pearson. All right, she's still up. The arrow, the bolt embeds itself in her flesh as she starts to bleed out more and more over the sheets. Was that all your actions? That was all your actions. Sorry. Yeah, I was like, I forgot about the hunt prey. Okay. Yeah. Next.
All right, Gunn.
Next turn. It's Gunn's turn.
Do it.
I shouldn't clap in front of the
And
mic.
you get an extra D8
All right.
if you
I see that weak point, and I'm going to lunge straight for it with 33 to hit.
You and
Okay.
me.
33
You do.
will hit.
Roll.
Go ahead and roll damage, and you get that extra D8.
Where's the thing?
18
Gunn and Asher are twinsies. Who knew?
18
plus 5, 23.
plus an extra 5 plus weakness. As you lunge forward, stab her in her gut. She. Oh, you hit hard, boy. You want to stab me like that again?
Not really, no, but I'm gonna do it.
All right, 25. 25 does not hit. You try and stab again, and she grabs the blade and looks you in the eye. Yeah, I like it when you stab me like that, boy. I'm gonna make you one of my prettiest ones. All right, you have third action.
Other than being freaked out.
Flattered.
I would take Alterns over this. Can we have more of them?
I go shields up.
All right, you pull the sword back and put your shield up in front of her to block her attacks. It is Mammy's
And
turn.
also her face.
And her face. Just block that out of your vision.
I don't need to see this anymore.
Let's see. That. I like. How about that one? Well, now you done all got me angry. She's gonna raise up her fat fingers up to the sky, and dark tendrils of necromancy start to shoot out all over. I need everybody to give me a fortitude save, please. Sorry, no, this is not everybody. Just Gunn and Asher. I guess she'll lower her hand and shoot out some beams.
The
You said
line.
fortitude?
Yeah, fortitude saves, yes, please.
Would it affect Phelan?
Nope. Just it's
Okay.
a line attack basically.
Okay.
Gunn succeeds, but not critically, and Asher fails the fortitude save.
Oh no.
So Gunn will take half damage and no bleed, but Asher will take the full damage. So let's see, how much damage is this? All right, that's. That is that much. Whoops, one more. 9 points of negative damage to each of you. So Gunn takes half that, so 4. And Asher's bleeding. You're taking 1 point of persistent bleed damage at the start of every turn.
Sounds right. Is it start or end?
I believe it's start. I'll double check it during your turn.
All right.
And that was that attack. I guess she has. Does she have another spell she can cast? Nope. She's gonna try and backhand Gunn again. I don't care about this puppy. I just want this sweet man right here. She swings. Mine is from MAP. Plus her attack bonus is 29 to hit. Gunn.
Shield protects me. I have
Okay.
the shields up.
All right, shield protects you. She slaps you. Just hits the shield. Greshy, it's your turn.
All right. Let's see. How does she look? Can I tell if she's looks particularly damaged or if she's just?
I mean, she's got a big old hunk of flesh torn out of her belly. It's bleeding all over the sheet. She looks kind of bad, but she didn't look too great to begin with.
That's Jesus. Oh Lord. All right. We're gonna have Phelan take a couple more chomps out of her if he can, and he goes for the first attack, and that's a 25 to hit.
25 will not hit.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
we'll go with the
25 won't hit.
second attack, and we're gonna go ahead and dump all 9 points into it.
All right.
But it doesn't matter. It makes it a 23. So.
All right. You try to listen to the whispers of the city song, but they don't help you in this matter. Phelan tries to give a bite and misses her. All
A
right.
bit too busy. All right, I'll spend my other 2 actions. Cast an interesting spell. A stone starts to form in Greshy's hands, and then he shoots it forward, and it starts floating around Gunn's head, and acts and seems to be trying to put itself in between him and the new creature.
Okay. She'll use her reaction to try and see what that is. Oh, what's that shiny stone for, boy? Asher.
Me. Just trying to figure out what something did.
All right, I'm supposed to look up bleed. Persistent damage.
Yes, I get a point.
You take persistent damage at the end of your turn, and then you roll a DC 15 flat check. So you just roll a D20 to see if you recover.
Okay, and that's after I take the point of damage?
Yes, and I might have also lied. Let me confirm that was just 1 point of damage. Yeah, it's just 1 point.
Alright.
Wait, sorry.
Go to my little
I can't read. No, that should have been 3 points. 3 points of damage.
3 points of...
3 points of bleed, sorry, at the end of your turn.
Alright. Cool. Alright, so I'm gonna reload as my first action. As my second action, I'm going to shoot again.
Okay. So you pull back, crank the crossbow, aim and fire.
That's a 31.
31 will hit. Roll damage.
And 18, 19, 20 damage.
20 points of piercing damage. Plus a bit of weakness. As you pierce her thick hide.
I'm gonna give Gunn Hunt Prey again, because he seems to need it. And I guess I do the roll now, after my third action.
Yes, after your third action, you take 3 points of bleed damage, and then roll just a d20.
20.
And if you get 15 or higher, it
Ooh.
stops. Nope,
It's a 13, I'm still bleeding.
Yep, you're still
Ow.
bleeding. All right, Gunn, it's your turn.
Alright, well, I see another weak spot on the other side or something. Thanks, Asher. So, I have a 24 to hit.
24 will not hit.
Yeah.
So you try to stab at the weak spot, but she slaps your sword away.
I'll come back for it again. Ooh, natural 1.
All right, natural 1. This
That's
time
good.
you
13.
swing. You kind of it's a glancing blow into like just some of the thicker fat. Doesn't deal her any damage, but the sword gets kind of stuck there. You manage to yank it out just in time.
Well, I'm gonna take a step back.
As you feel Rastal's favorite building. You got 3 points.
So step back is the end of my turn.
Oh, sorry, right. Yes, I was thinking there was one more action, but all right, into your turn. It's Mammy's turn. Let's see. Think for a sec. Oh shoot, there's some bad omens coming. Alright. And 2 of those full slugs. Alright. What do you want to do?
Normally, Gunn is at least trying to taunt the enemy. In this case, it's just like, nope.
Pretty boy in the back, I've had about enough of you and your stupid arrows. Here, take this. And she twirls her pinky finger around in the air, kind of like she's mixing a pot of something. You can watch this like cloud of darkness swirls, and she just kind of flings it at you towards your face. I need you to roll a fortitude save, please.
Not my beautiful face. Oh, I have cool. Man, do I have 9? I'm gonna use those. I like
Alright,
my feet.
Yeah, you're gonna use those 9 points. Fool's
Alright.
luck.
And I had a 19. So I feel like that was a good choice.
That was a good choice. So instead of crit failing, you will. Instead of failing, you will succeed.
Ooh, even better.
And
God.
oh shit! Did I look at the wrong spell? Oops. 1 sec. Same thing. Okay. Yeah, you succeed. So you're just blinded until your next turn begins. Is that right?
I can't see.
Okay. And then she's gonna slap Phelan over here.
No, that's just rude.
That is what's that? 29 to hit Phelan.
Does hit.
All right, does hit for 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And
Oh.
I'll use
get off of me!
Glimpse of Redemption.
Oh, glimpse of redemption. Well, she doesn't feel any sort of guilt, so she's gonna do the attack.
All right. So, how much is it reduced by?
10.
10. He takes 1 hit point. All right.
Okay, he takes 1 point of damage, and she is which version are you doing?
Enfeebled 2.
Enfeebled 2. Okay.
Actually, you're right. I should go with Stupefied just to kind of close the turn.
All right, stupefied 2. As soon as I find the stupefied icon, I'll just use.
Busy person.
If I can find it. They're
Is
very
there-
small in here. I'm gonna use this facepalm me person. I don't care.
That's fine.
Greshy, you're up.
Oh, it's my turn already. All right. Well,
Yes.
Phelan didn't appreciate getting slapped. Even a light, almost sort of gentle slap. Bit much. He's gonna bite her back. Say 30 to hit.
30 will hit.
All right. So he'll go ahead and do 13 piercing damage.
13 points of piercing, plus a little bit of weakness. That'll hurt.
And is she considered prone already, or is she more standing up on the bed?
No, she's like sitting up on the bed, but I wouldn't call her prone.
All right. What would happen if, hypothetically, Phelan were to just go ahead and knock her down with his next action?
She's immune to prone.
She's immune to prone?
Yeah. So,
All right.
I mean, Phelan tries to like push her over, but she's just this big old fat blob. Tries to knock her over, and she just kind of wobbles back.
Very unpleasant. All right, well, his last 2 actions, he's just gonna try zapping her a bit. Where is it? It's right there.
He's
That
gonna
one.
try zapping it. Oh, Greshy.
Greshy's gonna
Greshy's
zap it a bit.
Phelan's gonna try zapping it.
Phelan will start using magic he didn't know he had. It's
Okay.
some sort of Feyhound, of course, so.
All right. She fails that reflex save, but her thick fat is resistant to your electricity, so she doesn't take that much damage.
All right, well, that'll be that then for now.
All right. The electric arc just flies right at her. She just barely even budges. Asher,
Am I still blind?
you were blind until the start of your turn, so your eyes clear.
Ah,
Your vision
That
clears. You can see everything clearly again. You're still your arm is still bleeding.
my arm can wait. It's fine. All right. I mean, my turns are pretty much going to be very similar to each other. I have to reload. I have no bolts.
All right, you grab a bolt, load it in. Crank, crank, crank. Forgot to load up my sound bank. Oops.
Comes back here. Okay, I'm gonna go and shoot at her again. And she clearly does not like this. For a 34, these 34s.
34 will
33,
hit.
34. Good.
Do a little damage. 12,
Rolls in general have
19.
been insane today.
19
Yeah, 19.
points of damage.
Well, now you said that, so.
As your vision clears, there's a bit of a haze. You grab a bolt, load it in, crank it up, aim, and fire right through her breast. She looks up at you and smiles. It's gonna take more than that to kill. And she like starts to vomit up blood. Can't kill me, boy. And her head kind of slumps over as bile starts to trickle out of her mouth. And a moment later, she is gone. As in she dies, not she like teleports or anything.
Oh, she disappeared.
Oh, she's gone. That was
Wow.
distinctly unpleasant. Do not want anything. Get over here, Phelan. Get away from that thing. Ugh.
Oh, do I still have to do the bleeding thing?
Yes, you do. Take 3 points of bleed and roll a d20.
Da, 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 da. A 10.
All right, you're still bleeding.
All right, I'll pull out my first aid kit and start to administer first aid to stop the bleeding.
I'm standing there with a bloody arm in a pool of my own blood.
Administer first aid, is that one action?
It is 2 actions.
It's 2
so
actions.
it would be a full round for me to do pulling out the kit and then administering. But
Okay, go ahead and roll.
so I do a medicine check. That's a 34, which I
I'm
Think
pretty sure that
succeeds.
succeeds, if not criticals. What's this called? Administer. Administer first aid. Stop bleeding. Medicine check. It's usually the DC of the effect that caused the bleed. 34. Yes, that's successful.
all right.
Managed to close up the wound
Thank you.
with some simple herbal tricks. Doctors hate these
They do.
druidic
Doctors hate
medicines.
Greshy.
They do that. They do that too. It's fine. All right. And how are you doing over there, Gunn?
Oh, I forgot to mark her as dead, but she's dead.
And worse. I think just feels like it's quite a day. I don't know. This is not how I usually want to fight stuff. Something just not. Someone feels bad about this.
There's something messed up about this whole situation, but
Yeah, like a sick parody of civilization.
to say the least. Are you all ready to continue trying to clear out the house, or?
Is this not all?
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's more. I could be wrong.
Let's look around. I'm assuming there's nothing in the room that looks like it's worth anything.
Worth
like
taking.
Trying
Yeah.
to investigate.
Sure. Yeah. Give
this
me. You can
shithole.
give me a perception check.
Okay.
I refuse to search the body. I don't care what she's got on her. I want nothing to do with that.
Mm-hmm. I find losing. Oh, there it is.
17. Okay. Yeah. You try to glance around, and you're like, it doesn't take long for you to just get sick of the stench in the room and want to get out of there. This doesn't look like there's anything of value to you here.
Let's check this door here. Greshy probably goes into a.
Oh, sure. I'll shrink Phelan down, and then I'll open the door. Or try to.
Okay. Yeah, you shrink Phelan back down to puppy size with a little rub on his collar, and then open the door behind you. Inside is a kind of like a walk-in closet filled to the brim with tiny baby skeletons.
Closing the door. If there's anything in there, I want nothing to do with it.
I have none of this.
And when I say baby skeletons, I mean skeletons of babies.
Right.
Not.
Want nothing to do with it. I'm walking away.
Like living baby skeleton. Ah!
All right, we're out. I'm done with this.
Yeah, let's just.
I'm just gonna start shoving open doors with a reckless abandon.
All right.
Okay.
So what's next?
Asher.
Let's be on this
Yeah, the
Can we
whole
get there?
party
No?
exits
Okay.
the hall.
with my crossbow out.
Crossbow out.
We're just clearing SWAT style. You just kind of go
Yeah, just like
kick the door open and then go around the corner.
Asher's done with stealth.
All right, you kick the door open, revealing a kind of a living room area. It's got somewhat old floorboards that probably need to be replaced. There's a couch over to the west side of the room and a disused fireplace on the east side. There's also a big bear pelt, rough and looks like it's been seen some better days, but it's kind of spread out on the floor like a loose carpet. There's also two windows in this room, and that you can see kind of just barely out over onto the porch to the south, and what seems to be the front door just up ahead.
If only the bear rug was in slightly better condition.
I guess.
Alas.
I guess we owe it to the folk in this area to clear the upstairs and not leave like the one last ogrekin.
Should we clear this floor first, or?
Well, I can just kick this door in
think that
before I
door
go
is-
upstairs.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you kick in the door right beside you, Asher.
And I don't
There
think it
was
goes
no door there.
anywhere. Yeah.
Inside seems to be some kind of like a workshop of some sort. Let me double check what this is. Yeah, in this room you see lots of little mechanical parts, some simple gears, some ropes and pulleys, various parts of blades, a few disused saw blades, that sort of thing, all scattered about, along with some simple tools. Looks like a trap making workshop.
Ooh, there may be more traps.
You know, it occurred to me right after you kicked in that last door that, yeah, we probably should be checking for traps a bit better.
Oh, Greshy, I will just jump out of the way of every trap.
Gunn has proven to me that that's not a good plan.
Poor Glenn.
The kindest possible way. Let's not get y'all stabbed if possible.
I'll shove Gunn out of the way.
Right. Well, let's go upstairs, I suppose.
All right, Gunn
The
is sort
trap-making
of.
lab might be the only place in here that has anything valuable. If there's like any snare kits or anything.
Whoops, we left behind a little Phelan.
Done with snares.
Can't leave
All
Phelan
right.
behind. How dare you?
Okay, you guys make your way up the stairs to the second floor, where we accidentally went earlier in the prior episode. Did not mean to. As you round the corner, there's two doors, one on the left, one on the right.
Sense of deja vu here.
I'll open the door on the left.
It's just all of these corridors start to look so similar. All these doors.
So you open the door on the right, you said?
I said left.
Oh, you said left. Okay. That's why I asked. To confirm. All right. You open the door on the left, revealing a room filled with large, filthy beds. Human skulls with antlers are fixed to each one, basically mounted onto the bedpost or headboard for each bed. And you can see against this window to the south, there's a large cedar chest.
All right, it's not bad.
Filled with
otherwise
baby
no-
skeletons.
I'd hope they'd be organized enough to keep all their baby skeletons in one place. You don't want to have some scattered about here and there. If you're trying to find a specific baby skeleton.
So you go ahead and check the chest. I'm gonna
Oh, sure.
think
Oh.
about these human skulls with antlers on them. That feels just like a little bit like a totem of some kind that I could take a second to dismantle.
It's a fair point.
Okay. So Gunn is taking to dismantling these totems. Asher, you're just waiting outside the room while
No,
Greshy
I was
is...
gonna kick this door in.
Okay. I'll deal with that in a second then, while Greshy is making his way over to this chest.
I
Um,
doing a check to see if it's trapped or if it's locked, anything like that.
no, from the outside, it does not appear to be locked. You can give me a perception check to check if it's trapped.
28.
28. Oops. No, doesn't. Sorry, yes, it does appear to be trapped.
Oh, okay. Is it an obvious mechanism I can disable?
So it looks like you can kind of lift up the lid just slightly, and you can kind of see there's some kind of trap mechanism for when you fully open the lid. You could try to disable that, yeah, with a thievery check.
Oh, sure. I'll give it a shot.
And you have to use tools, right?
I do.
Okay.
And skeleton key, actually. So, 35 on that disable
35.
check.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to disable the trap easily, and lift up the chest wide open, and you can see in the top of the chest there's
Skeletons.
a war razor rigged to slap your hand and chop your hand off. But you managed to disable the mechanism before opening it, so it's just kind of sitting there. Seems like the razor is coated in something. There's some kind of purple substance, maybe some kind of oil. You're not sure. Yeah, coating the blade. But
Yeah.
inside the chest itself, you see a bunch of severed fingers. Most of them pretty skeletal, but some still have sinews of flesh and muscle
Sure.
attached. And buried beneath those is a small sack of coins, with about 222 gold and 110 silver.
All right. Well, I'll grab the bag. Found something. And some fingers if you want to add it to your collection, Asher.
Any rings on those fingers?
I don't know. I didn't really look. Were there any rings lying around?
Nah, no rings.
Nothing.
No,
All right.
but-
So while
Fingers
that's
off.
happening,
Appropriate.
while that's happening, while you're disabling that, and while Gunn is moving about the room, dismantling these headboards, Asher is looking into the next room.
Punching my way in.
Let's see. Yeah, so you managed to open the door, and you reveal a large open attic filled with tables strewn with beakers, glass vials, old tin cans, bits of strings of rope, various animal traps, a bunch of twisted metal, some spikes, bones, all manner of weird junk. There's also lots of just cobwebs all over the place. You could go in and explore if you wish.
I do wish, but I think someone needs to take a break. It was
Okay.
a break request. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't see a break request.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's okay. I
Sorry.
thought I'd say it before I enter a big room.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes. Break time then.
Just quick 5.
Yeah. All right. Quick 5-minute break. We'll be back in a sec. Hello, everyone. We are back. Sorry about that. Quick break. Cool. Let's jump right back into the action then. So, Asher, you had just opened this door to a large attic space filled with all sorts of junk and cobwebs. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna enter it, and I'm gonna look out for traps too as I enter.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
26.
Okay. You're carefully looking around. You can see that some of the floorboards are definitely a bit squeakier looking than others, but you don't see any obvious traps, just bits and pieces that you kind of try and step over. Some discarded saw blades, some disused ogre picks. And as you make your way around the room, you eventually come across in the back corner here, on top of a crate, you can see it seems to be a few, looks like 5 flasks of some kind of liquid.
Ooh, I do like weird liquids. Let's go get those liquids.
Yeah, they're all bubbling slightly and have this slight tinge of purple.
Ooh, even better. They're very strange. Can I
Purple, you
try
say?
and figure out what they are?
Grape jelly.
Yeah, sure. This would be, I think, alchemy, so it would be crafting. Are you trained in crafting? Probably not, but you can roll it
I
anyway.
am trained in crafting.
Oh, you are trained in
actually.
crafting. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Surprisingly. A 21.
21 to check
Asher's also got
the-
some untrained improvisation, for what it's worth.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was going to say. It probably doesn't matter either way.
That's what we all do.
Let me confirm. Yeah, you know what these are. These are moderate acid flasks.
Ooh.
They basically
Acid.
do. Let's see. You get a +1 to attack rolls with those flasks. They deal. Let's see. They deal 1 acid damage on hit. 2 acid splash damage, and then 2d6 persistent acid damage afterwards.
Wow.
Ooh, that's not bad.
So every turn, the target takes 2d6 more acid damage.
Ouch. Alright, well, I'm collecting those. How many were there?
5.
4, 5.
5.
5. Yeah, 5.
Nice.
Alright. And there doesn't look to be anything else in the room.
You think that if you took about 30 minutes scrounging around, you could probably make a full set of thieves' tools, the level 3 version?
I'm okay.
Make.
Yeah, like assemble. There's enough tools scattered around that you could assemble a thieves' tools kit out of it.
I'm not gonna bother with that.
Yeah, that's a good effort.
All right.
Sorry, I think they're called the Infiltrator Thieves tools.
Aye, that sounds
Yeah.
correct.
All right. Well,
And considering it doesn't sound like they found anything there, I'm actually just gonna.
Nah, just found some gold.
Upstairs.
shall we?
Yeah, you peek in as Greshy is like putting away a bag of gold, and Gunn is done taking apart some shrines, I guess.
Heretical shrines. Yeah, headboards.
Okay, and you guys make your way
hello,
down the
Gunn.
stairs.
Aye, think we've
let
cleared
me-
everything out.
Except for the
Other than the creepy fungus
Oh.
space,
fungus monster. Yeah,
We should probably clear it out too.
does anyone have
can-
the ability to just burn it?
we can. Go
I
see-
actually could do some burning hands
We
today.
can go talk to the rest of our folks first, since they're right over here.
Sure.
Oh, I am not on the right map at all. There we are.
There you are.
All right, so you guys head back down the stairs. Looks like you're going through the kitchen
Yep.
and back out the door.
Making my way outside, back over to the barn.
Where are the stairs at? They're okay, right there. Just trying to remember where we were.
Okay, and let me update the positions of these guys a bit. Okay, as you approach, you can see Shalelu, Gunn is the first one out. You can see Shalelu step out with her bow drawn, but then lowers it as you approach. Did you manage to deal with the rest of them?
Yep. The whole family. Mother was a necromancer, in addition to ogrekin. So there were a lot of zombies around as well. It's all taken care of. Oh, except for potentially some kind of fungus creature they've got locked in the basement.
Oh, that sounds disturbing.
Could just burn the
Um,
place down. See if it takes it with it.
It is probably best if we deal with that before moving on.
Shalelu nods. Seems like a good idea. But hurry it up. I don't know how much longer of this I can take.
How are things going over here?
Fine, everything's fine. She says, in a kind of annoyed voice.
Is there a
Sense motive. I think it's just perception.
Is there a
Perception.
problem? Do you have some kind of beef with these folks that we've rescued?
Oh no, they're fine mostly. Vale looks at her. You sure about that, lady? Those words you had for Jakardros. Don't worry about it. I'm over it.
Did she mention why she was coming out this way?
Earlier she had told you she was interested in what happened to the Black Arrows.
Okay.
Like she heard that there were problems with the Black Arrows, and that she had gone out here to see what happened.
All right. Well, we trust Shalelu. She's good people.
Yeah, right now Jakardros is just hanging back, along with Kaven and Kib, the Firebolt Cougar.
Well, we can talk about it later if you'd like. Shalelu. Private. So.
That might be for
okay,
the
well-
best.
I think we should take a quick breather. Maybe 10-15 minutes.
Give me 20, I can fix you both up a bit.
20
All
would
right,
be good.
well, if you guys are here, I'll go sweep the area. Make sure there's nobody else coming.
Thank you.
And
All right.
Shalelu makes her way out and towards the horses. Meanwhile, while this conversation has happened, Asher has kind of wandered around the side of the building.
Meandering around. Polishing my. What do I have to polish? Look up a list of
Crossbow?
things that can be. I'm oiling my crossbow.
Yeah,
right
he
there in
seems
public,
to.
no less.
Yeah, he seems to have wandered off and started. He's just looking for ways to busy himself.
Well, let's step into the.
Well, I was gonna bandage Asher too. Do you mind coming in here, Asher? Or
I'm all right.
you sure?
Yeah, you know, I didn't get hurt too bad in that fight. I'm feeling all right. You should go in and heal Gunn. He seems to have gotten the most of it.
All right then. I'll go in and give Cullen a bit of healing. We'll aim for the expert version again.
We can meditate while that's going on, right?
Yeah, sure.
You can.
Yes, you can. Greshy would be actively doing
Right.
some medicine. So.
Yeah. So I'm.
Oh!
I can focusing.
It's a natural 1 for a total of 19, which means it's a critical failure, which means I hurt you a bit.
Oh no!
I think it's
All
only
right.
1d8, but
Yeah, I think it's 1d8, and you can't do it for the rest of the day.
I don't think it's that bad, but I think,
I think it is that bad. Let me look at it.
0 points. Refreshed each session. Generally,
That's true.
we haven't used them in like.
It's not that bad. He just takes 1d8 damage.
Aye, just 1d8 damage. Oops. That didn't go quite as
Drop
planned.
the scalpel.
You want to roll it?
Yeah, I got it. 5 hit points of damage for you.
Okay.
Well, that. Oops, that was the wrong bag. Those are my poisons. Sorry. sorry. Let me try that again. And we'll take another 10 minutes.
Right. Well, I'm gonna give myself back the 24,
All right.
Okay.
and then continue meditating.
Which is great, because I just failed that one because I was going for expert again. Not a critical failure this time, but 22
Okay.
is
so,
less than
yeah,
25.
Nothing
so.
happens. You're trying to at least repair the damage you just did.
It's fine.
All right, I'm just gonna. I'm sorry, my hands are not quite what they're supposed to be today.
Don't
Better
worry about it,
figure.
Greshy. We've done this enough times.
Anyway, am I all set then, or do you need a bit more time?
No, I think I'm ready to go.
I've like totally lost track of where Asher went.
Oh, I'm over by the house.
Oh, I see.
All right, well, we'll go take a look for. What? What are you doing all the way down there, Asher?
I'm just
Asher is
searching
just-
around.
Hanging out by the porch, out in the rain.
He's getting
All
a
right.
bath.
I thought you hated water.
I do. I'm not
And-
very happy with this.
Then why are you standing outside? You're in the barn. It was at least covered in there.
Have any of these guys found weapons while we were gone?
No,
were
they
trying
don't seem
to.
to. No, they don't seem to have any weapons.
Except for the bow that I gave.
Yeah.
Carlos.
Aye, so if that's it, then.
Okay.
Well, let's go try and light this thing on fire.
All right. Well,
Yeah. Vale mentions that he's not sure what happened to their own weapons.
it's possible they're in
They're
with
in the
this
house.
fungus creature, but we've searched the rest of the house.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing any place they would have started all that unless they disassembled it. So the only
So,
chest
alright.
I think we found was the one upstairs.
Well, then I
Well, if you
suggest all-
find 2 big axes, those are mine.
got it.
Sure.
I suggest you all continue to hang out here. If we're not back in another, say, half hour, then the thing must have been too much for us, but we'll try and
All right.
make sure you can tell if that happens.
Good luck. Vale kind of trails off. He's not sure what to call you as you walk away. All right.
Did you never give him your name?
I did. But
Vale just seems confused. All right. So you guys make your way back over to the house.
Oh, that's right. He called you something else, didn't he?
oh yeah, we're going this way.
I don't know.
Greshy
if
just
I
kind
was
of waits
there.
outside in the rain trying to make sense of this convoluted situation.
Nothing here
as-
makes sense right now.
I don't
you-
hear. I don't hear like half of what's happening.
Yeah, it's pretty rainy out there. Okay, so you guys make your way back over to the stairs leading down. And let me warp you guys over to the basement.
Pew.
Yoink.
I have no. Do I have fire things? I don't think I have anything fire related.
There we go.
I have some. I mean, I have ways to make fire, but
Yeah, I have a flint and steel. Good for me.
there you go. I've got burning hands prepared today as well.
I'll sit there in the corner and you can do burning.
I'll do a lot of fire, and you'll just be like trying to light it. And
I'll be
you'll...
like,
Sorry, did everyone
I
make
got
it
some
over here?
tinder.
I got something going.
Where'd Asher go?
Where am I? That is a good.
Yeah, where'd you
I
put
seem
it?
to have
I'm
lost Asher's
up
token.
top. I don't even have the basement.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah,
Where are
I
you?
see just a bunch of.
Can you like ping yourself?
I can ping in the dark. I don't actually know where on the map anything is. So
Well,
I'm
can you ping
randomly
your-
pinging.
Ping your token or?
Nope, I don't have a token.
Oh,
What the hell? Okay, your token has vanished. Let me get your token again.
I can
That
get
was
the
weird.
ping up.
Asher has died.
Okay,
Rest in peace, Asher.
Oh, I found you up here. It's black. I can't see anything.
hit Control A and you should be able to grab yourself wherever you are.
Here, I put you over here.
Oh, it gave me a huge block.
Yeah, but you'll be
Oh, there I
able-
am.
All right, I've
Okay, I can
I've added you
see.
back. I'm not
Alright,
sure why you
well.
disappeared.
Okay. Oh, it was down here.
Yeah, so you guys
I-
make your way down the stairs through the storage room, through another open set of double doors on the south end of the basement. And you can see another set of double doors ahead of you.
Asher,
Hmm.
you seem to know
There's
a bit
a
about
trail
this
of
creature.
fungusy moss.
Do you want to take the lead?
Yeah. Do I kind of have a vague idea how dangerous they are?
Yeah, sure. I can tell you how dangerous they are roughly. They're pretty dangerous to the common person. Let's say they're roughly level 6 in comparison to you, for like a rough level estimate.
Okay. It's not the worst, but a slight challenge. Alright.
Should be easy
I
for
can
your group.
actually. Can I start hunting prey it? I don't. That's something bad.
Yeah, you
Man,
Yes, you can. So, since you're already aware that this creature exists, theoretically, you can go ahead and start hunting it.
Okay. Do I have to do anything special?
No, not really in this case. You're pretty sure there's one
Okay.
in there. If there's more than one in there, then you won't have tracked either. But if there is exactly one, you like look at the moss down below. You can see there's like a clear trail leading into this room.
Alright.
You already identified it earlier.
Doors.
Okay, you make your way up to the door and pop it open,
Ah!
revealing a massive,
is.
weird, fleshy plant monster mound. You can see actually part of it looks like you can see like the partial face of an ogrekin embedded in one of the weird polyps underneath a shroom, and you can see one deformed ogre arm stretching out from one of the tendrils. But let's go ahead and roll initiative as soon as I get the initiative tracker open. There we go.
All right. So I guess. All right. So Greshy's got a 22. On a natural 22.
still behind Asher.
Well, Asher got a
Asher's just
35,
fast.
so
Asher's
Asher's just
ready.
that fast.
It's real fast.
Hey, he was prepared because he was hunting. He knew his target.
There it is. I didn't know it was so big.
Neither did I. But
Oh!
helps at all. Gonna want to do some positioning here, I think.
Pretty sure that's what I'll use. Okay. There. Okay. Sorry, I forgot to put in the health for my monster. All right. Dump out my dice from the tray. Roll initiative. All right. You got a 26. Okay, so that looks like it's going to be Asher with a 35, Gunn with a 32, Coral Muck Grawl with a 26, and a 22 for Greshy.
Sadly. We're a bit slow.
Y'all would never know its name, so I'm just going to refer to it as Muck.
Hello.
All right. Asher, you're up. You see this massive creature.
There.
No, that's not a good zoom, but it's just kind of rooted there in the floor. It's waving its tendrils about. What do you do?
What do? I just closed the door. No. So is it automatically hunt preyed in battle since I was trying?
Yes, because you were tracking it, it is automatically hunted.
Nice.
Well, I'm gonna. I know it's weak to fire. I don't have anything fire-y. I could sit here with my Tinder, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna quick draw and attack at the same time with my crossbow since I'm far enough away.
Okay.
Oh, a natural 20 for Asher.
Oh.
All right, that is a critical hit. Roll damage.
All right, thank goodness this wasn't the other thing, so I'd have to really think about it. So I do that.
And some fool's lucks are coming your way. You're at 5 so far. Sorry, so that's for your total.
30.
30 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, 30.
As you prepared yourself, you swung open the doors, and then you just take a shot right into its open maw and fire. And it, like, the bolt goes through the back of its head, for better or worse, and splits against the back wall.
Does it
And
matter?
yeah, it just kind of garbles.
So on the crit attack, how close does it have to be to a wall to get pinned to the wall?
Adjacent, I believe.
Okay, so it has to actually be like almost touching the wall.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, one of its sides has to be touching a wall.
How tall is the ceiling?
It is actually kind of squished in here. I'd say the ceiling is maybe 15 feet, and this creature looks like it could probably go up to 20. So it is kind of like pressed up against the ceiling.
Would it be potentially pinned to the ceiling if she shot it through the head with a crit?
Sure. Okay, yeah, sure, yeah. You shoot through its mouth, like up through its mouth, and manage to pin the back of its throat to the ceiling, and tries to wrestle itself free.
Yeah, so the target is mobilized and must spend an interact action to attempt a DC 10 athletics check to pull the missile free. And it can't move until it succeeds.
Okay. That was your first action.
It
Two
was.
more.
Good for me. Well, I'm going to reload. And I don't really have to move to the spot. And you know what? I'm going to shoot at it again.
Sure.
Okay. So you shoot,
23.
reload, shoot again. 23 will hit. Roll damage.
Especially if it's
I don't think immobilized actually affects any. They just can't move from that space.
So that's 17.
17 points of piercing damage this time. All right. Next up is Gunn.
Alright, well...
As the creature just kind of wails and warbles.
Is this considered adjacent to it?
So as you move in, one of its tendrils whips in your direction.
Just by stepping into its reach?
Yep, just by stepping into its reach. That is a. Let's see. 31 to hit your AC.
That hits.
Okie doke.
So that's different from attack of opportunity. Because
Yes, correct. It is a custom reaction. So 24 points of bludgeoning damage as one of its vines smacks you as you approach.
okay. Well, all right.
But I think you had a question about its spaces.
Yeah. So I'm considered adjacent to it here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess I should.
Then this is
There.
as far
It's
as I
like
need
these
to go
spaces.
to start fighting. I'm gonna slash at it.
Okay.
The
Swing the sword.
Yeah.
22 will hit. Roll damage.
16 slashing, 4 sonic.
Okay, you slash off one of its many viney tendrils, cutting it off and sending a ripple through the creature.
Well, if his AC is that low, then I'm definitely going to hit again. So I'm gonna rear back and give it another whack.
Okay. You pull back and swing again. 19 will not hit. It manages to kind of curve its body out of the way. And it's the creature's turn. So Muck is going to do a bit of vine whipping. So for 2 actions, it's going to start just wailing its tendrils around. I guess it doesn't really change anything. It's basically 2 attacks. Okay. So first attack on Gunn. That is a 36 to hit.
It's not quite a crit.
Not quite a critical. Okay. So that is 13 points of bludgeoning damage to Gunn. And for Asher, I'm going to go ahead and use up the Bad Omen.
Ooh.
So this is going to be a +9.
Flat
Ooh.
fine.
It doesn't matter on this case. This is a natural 20. Critical hit. So
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
And we slap. Again.
How can he slap?
that was that. 38 points of bludgeoning damage to Asher.
Ah.
Damn.
Slap.
You're slapping
Actually,
around.
To reduce that with redemption.
Okay, you try to remind this creature of its
Or muck.
humanity, but it does
Long
not.
lost.
It does
Or
not feel
gravity.
bad about this. It can barely feel anymore.
Then
Um,
it is enfeebled 2, and the damage is reduced by 10.
Okay, damage is reduced, and then I guess it'll make 1.
How much damage was it? I completely forgot.
38 points
Okay,
of bludgeoning damage.
So it is now 28.
28. Perfect.
Yeah.
Aye.
And I guess we'll turn that last one. So it'll do. It's use its third action to actually grab Asher. So Asher is grappled
I think
as a vine wraps around you. Greshy.
Well, that's
did
not
it roll
ideal.
to get unstuck?
No, it did not roll to get unstuck, so it's still stuck there.
Well,
Okay.
wasn't planning to move apparently.
Oh, geez.
All right. Greshy's going to dismiss the effect, and Phala can return to his regular size, and will take his actions to run into the room. Oh, there it is.
Hey, there we go. My Wi-Fi was acting up, I guess.
That's why you returned him to normal size.
I did.
All right, Phelan grows to massive proportions and then goes charging in. And as he does so, the creature takes an attack of opportunity since it had its turn
Right.
and refreshed its reactions. Whoops.
Mhm.
That is 24 to hit.
24 does not hit.
Okay, so Valen jumps over the vine as he lands right beside it.
And chomp for a natural one.
Natural one is a
There we
miss.
go.
It tries to snap at it, but the creature kind of twists its body and dodges the attack.
All right.
Get.
Well, that's not ideal. Greshy will take an action, 2 actions actually, to expend a charge in his healing staff and try and heal Asher a bit.
Okay.
Also, if I can find where I'm trying to cast. There we are. So that is 13 points of healing back to Asher. Actually, 14. Let's use the staff.
Okay, you point the staff at Asher, and some nice little flower petals and leaves go swirling around him, restoring his energy. Top of round 2. Asher, your turn. You are currently grabbed, which means you are immobilized and flat-footed. If you attempt any kind of action that uses the manipulate trait, you need to roll a DC 5 flat check, or you lose the action. That includes things like reloading, basically any kind of item manipulation or casting spell.
All right. So, can I try and get out?
Yes, you can attempt to escape. That is an acrobatics check.
All right. I want to try that. For a 29.
29 versus, let me see, I think this is the athletics DC of creature. You succeed. You manage to twist your way out of its grasp. You are no longer grabbed.
Yay! My my acrobatics finally comes in handy.
There you go.
All right. So now I have 2. So I'll have to reload because that's what I'm doing. So I gotta reload. And I will attempt to shoot it again
Okay. Shoot away.
for a 32.
32 is a critical. Roll double damage.
That's right. Get stuck again.
Creepy plant man. Shoot him down.
22 plus 12.
34.
Great party. 34.
Yeah, 34.
Plus
Yeah.
4. 38.
38.
Okay.
All right, 38 points of piercing damage as you shoot again right into its triangular maw.
That's my
It
turn.
hisses.
Is
Gun.
it still? I guess it's still immobilized because it hasn't moved. Right?
Yeah, still immobilized. Doesn't seem to try to move.
How big is this creature, by the way? There's like a huge block.
Massive.
Yeah, very, very big. It is, yeah, what, about 5... what's
20
that?
by 20 by 20 approximately.
Yeah. It's a 20-foot cube of plant mush
Mm.
and fungus.
Oh, how
Well,
delightful.
I'm going to chant my litany against wrath. So that's a 1-action spell, which she needs to make a will save. It's a DC 24.
DC 24 will save. Okay. I got a 28.
Okay, well then the first time, the first time the target uses an action that deals damage to at least one good creature, he's going to take 4d6 good damage.
Okay. So it is repelled against good. All right.
And I'm going to slash him one time. Especially, has he grabbed anybody right now?
No one is currently grabbed. No. Asher was grabbed, but has been released.
I'm going to try and get his attention by kind of bellowing a bit and laying in with a 34 to hit.
All right. That is a critical. Roll double damage.
We have 20 and 17. 27 points of slashing damage and 10 sonic.
Okay, so as it's distracted with attacking Phelan, he sees the opportunity and strike right at the base of the vines before it gets to the mouth, and just cleave right through it. The creature falls apart on the ground and just continues to hiss for a bit as dark green ooze slimes out on the floor and begins to bubble. And that is combat.
Went
Oh,
down.
for a big creature, it wasn't very strong.
No, it doesn't seem to be.
But I expected. Ugh.
Oh, we did it.
Oh, there's another door on the other end.
Oh my god.
Of course there is.
There it is.
There's got to be another door.
Yeah, at the north side of this chamber, there is a lone door covered up by moss, but you can make it out.
I'm gonna go open it.
Can
Does
you
it
find the
look
door?
like it's been opened recently, or is it? Like
Yes, there
overgrown?
is. It looks like there's been that the moss has been like torn as the door is open and shut. Greshy makes his way over, opens the
Keep
door,
one eye on this moss creature anyway.
and finds a large chest
All right.
inside
Is
a
this one locked?
small closet. No, this one does not appear to be locked.
Does appear to be trapped.
Perception.
Perception. That's button. It's an 18 total.
18? No, it doesn't look like it's trapped.
All right. We'll try opening it. See what's inside.
Okay. You look at it for a bit, trying to make sure that it's nothing suspicious going on, and then you lift the wooden lid. Inside, you can see 2 large axes, a long
Hey.
bow, about 20 arrows, a rapier, and a short sword, and a variety of pretty basic weapons, a couple of daggers, a few more short swords. They all look like they're in pretty bad quality. I'd call them poor quality weapons. Aside from those couple at the top that I listed.
All right. Anything else worthwhile in there? Or is that just it? Black Arrow's armor or weaponry?
Yeah, it looks like it's basically just all of the Black Arrow's weapons.
Oh well, good to know though. All right. I guess we'll start carrying them, give them back their stuff. But I guess this is it. It's not bad.
Yeah,
Should we actually burn this thing, or do we think it's just dead?
seems to be dead.
Phelan
I
like
wouldn't be
walks over and
opposed.
starts sniffing at it.
Please don't eat that, Phelan.
What if he rolls
Like
in
letting
it?
on fire anyway.
Don't roll in it, fam.
You don't want anything of whatever the hell that was.
Can you conjure fire without using any spell slots?
No,
As a cantrip? No?
fortunately not. I can
Doesn't,
zap it a bit, but I feel like that will do the wrong thing.
Doesn't prestidigitation have the ability to make, like, a lighter?
It warms,
It
but it
warms
can
it,
make
so-
items that aren't quite dysfunctional as what you're wanting.
I mean, it can't just work as, like, a flint and steel and light
Nope.
small fires?
No.
Okay. Well,
I have a tinderbox for that purpose.
Yeah.
We've also got torches if we want to try that.
Yeah, I mean, if you had a tinderbox, you could maybe use it to like kind of do it for you, but otherwise,
seems
Yeah.
worthwhile. Maybe.
All right. Well, I'll spend a few minutes then Sitting.
Unnatural creatures such as this.
trying to burn as much of this as I can.
Set up a little fire and
okay, you start to set up a fire. The creature does catch light, and it just slowly starts to spread across the creature, and the room begins to fill with smoke, and you can see it's starting to spread to the other fungus and moss that's all over the floor.
All right. Phelan gets shrunk down to size again, and I'm gonna just carry him, and we're leaving.
All right,
Howdy.
you
I
pick
know how
up
this goes, and I don't want to be here anymore.
Tiny Phelan and make your way outside the house. Where are you guys?
It may burn down, it may not. I'm not sure I care either way.
we light a wildfire and
Oh
eventually
my
travel
goodness.
all the way to Fort Rannoch.
Well,
Yeah,
I
there
sure
is
Just
hope.
burned down Fort Rannoch. Everyone inside is dead. The problem is solved.
Well, with the way it's been raining at the moment, I'm
Oh,
not really
yeah.
worried about the forest fire. But
Okay. Yeah, so you guys make your way outside the house, and you can see Shough pulling up on her horse from the southern path.
My
the
horse?
Black Arrows who were inside the farmhouse make their way outside to meet up with you. And I think that is where we're going to call it for the evening.
all right.
There we go.
Did it.
Mm-hmm.
You did it.
Yay!
Cleared the Grohl family farm. Well done. Well done.
We didn't burn it down or anything, probably.
Maybe. We'll find out next time.
Next time.
yeah, we'll find out next time on third action. So I think we are back next week on Monday. Is that correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, if that's
Mhm.
okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's fine by us. So, yeah, we'll see you next week on Monday. I hope you all had fun. Thanks to everybody who stuck around and watched us. You can find us on YouTube or on various podcast stuff. We're on Twitter at Third Action Show. Give us some love, some support, some I don't know, some iTunes reviews, whatever you want. Throw us some
Swipe right
flaming
on
spheres
Tinder for
our way.
us.
Oh yeah,
Tinder.
we're
Give
on
us
Tinder.
some kisses.
Okay,
Swipe.
Cupid.
Super likes,
Right.
right? That's the thing.
Swipe left or right.
Yeah,
Just
either
swipe,
way,
please.
just swipe the direction
Swipes
at
make
us.
us feel good.
Yeah, I guess that'll do it for tonight. See you all later.
Toodaloo.